latch is sticky, so. But I went through and super duper sprayed it down. Really, really, really. It's awkward that like somebody else is filming. All right, ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm ready. All right, welcome back to the channel. Today, we are on the search for the greatest daily driver ever. So, currently I drive over an hour to work every day, and then over an hour back every day. This is not a daily driver car, and the Starion is not a daily driver car. And the Pilot is fine. However, it does not get great gas mileage, and I don't know, I just don't want to drive the Pilot every day. It's got some clunking noises, some crazy stuff, and it gets like 15 miles a gallon. So what we're doing is we wanted to go out and find the best daily driver possible. So I had a couple of requirements here. So daily requirements, boom. What I wanted to find a vehicle that had 30 plus miles per gallon. That was step one. Step one was 30 plus miles per gallon. Step two, I did want something newer with comforts, like creature comforts, right? Like Apple CarPlay and like, I don't know, heat, AC, heated seats, air conditioned seats would be sick. The other catch here is I wanted to say under $4,000. I did not want to spend more than $4,000. So that kind of limits what you can do when it comes to getting a car that does 30 plus miles per gallon, has things like creature comforts. The other part of that is now with gas being so expensive, those cars are in high demand. So I started thinking, what kind of cars fall into this category? If I could get something that contentable, so like anything I can make content on. So, you know, the Datsun you can make content on. I guess any car you can really make content on, but I wanted something that was going to be, people were really gonna care about and be excited about. And that could help the channel grow. Because ultimately, these are the super requirements, but this is a plus. Like if I could do something that has content, that's great. So my brain went to a couple of things. The first one are options. Whoops, my new rolly board's got rolly wheels and they're very good. My first option on this list, people hate on them. I think they're one of the best cars in the world ever. A Prius. Content, not so much. I could lower it, I could do stuff like that. They look kind of cool when you lower them. But as far as the ultimate daily driver, a Prius is about the best you can get, right? So then my brain went to a couple of other things. I could get something like a Honda Fit is very trackable. If you get a manual version, great on gas mileage, so it check marks this box. You can get some that have newer amenities in them, so this part was good. I could find a decent amount of them for under $4,000, so that's it there. Prius matches all this. You can get a nice Prius for $4,000 or less, not a problem. 30 plus miles a gallon, that's not a problem. Newer comforts, that definitely does that too. The Honda Fit though added the feature of you can make content with it. So that was the plus side there. My brain went to a couple of other vehicles, right? Yaris/Echo. I had an Echo before. It had mud tires on it. It was pretty fun. But you can get those in manuals and you can do some track focus stuff with those too. So like these definitely checked those boxes. Can find plenty of them under 4,000. You can add some newer comforts. They all have AC, all that kind of stuff. 30 miles per gallon, easy. The content, you can make content with these. So it wasn't a bad thought. I also looked through Civics, Elements. I threw a couple of wild ones in there. You got, these were kind of the BMWs. E36 and 46. The problem with those, they don't really get 30 miles a gallon. All right, so Keeping all these things in mind, I went and looked at a couple of cars. I messaged thousands of people, lowballed the whole internet. Everybody on the internet got a lowball offer from me if you had something in this realm for sale. And what we came up with was the 2000 Honda Civic HX. Let me show you. I was on Marketplace browsing, lowballing the world. All of a sudden, boop, I was like refreshing over and over. This Civic pops up for $2,500. I'm like, I'm gonna go take a look at it. Had a little tiny bit of rust on it, but overall, the vehicle had 353,000 miles, which is a lot of miles. But if you know these Civics and you know these D-Series, that's just getting broken in. We still got 3, 4, 5 million miles left on it. Went and looked at the car. The car had a few little things going on with it. It had to be jumped because it hadn't been driven in a long time. Super nice guy that I talked to. We had talked about it. I asked him what he was thinking price-wise. He said he knew he wasn't getting $2,500, but he wanted to weed out the $500 offers. Notable. However, I did message him 3 minutes into the car being posted. He was so surprised. We went there, talked to him. He wanted $1,800. I wanted to spend $1,500. And he said, okay, deal. However, the next morning, talked to, I guess, his brother-in-law, and he had 1,000 messages. He said, hey, my brother-in-law wants 18, let's meet in the middle, 1650. I don't have to deal with all the BS Marketplace offers because there was probably people out there like me lowballing the shit out of people. Let's do 1650. I said, that's fine, we'll do it, not a big deal. We're still way under our $4,000 mark. 1650 was agreed upon price. We were gonna meet, it was a Sunday, we were gonna meet at UPS. If you didn't know, UPS does notarization if you are in an area that needs notarized. So, met at UPS. We got there, car was leaking. And when I say leaking, I mean pissing oil. It was all over the place. We had, come in a little bit closer here. So the guy said, hey, it's leaking oil. It did start that morning, so like the battery was still good. He said it's leaking a lot of oil, way more than I thought. Let's do $1,500. So we are $1,500 deep on the Civic, plus $5 because I paid for the notary. Then we went and got our title and everything transferred. We are currently at, I think it was like $70 or $66, something like that. We'll just say 70 because I don't remember the exact number. Out the door. Now, our Honda Civic has some things that we gotta fix and we gotta look at. First things first, oil leak. Okay, couple things that I knew before I bought the car. AC didn't work. No work. We also have an exhaust leak. It is loud, it is obnoxious. I don't want to daily drive a car 50 miles one way with it screaming in my ear. Everybody knows what a Honda without an exhaust leak sounds like. That's what it sounds like. I did, when I was driving home, check the speakers. Rear speakers are blown. We have an old head unit. Like I said before, I would like to upgrade that, but I wanted creature comfort. So I would like a new radio. I want to do an oil change on it, fix rust just a little. I think that will do us solid. We'll go ahead and get started on these things. Now, let me put a list of things that I'd like to do to the car to make it the ultimate daily and track monster. Suspension. I'd like to get it lowered, upgrade some suspension pieces, stuff like that. Wheels and tires. Now, since this will be a daily car, I will probably have to have, at some point, eventually, down the line, 2 sets of wheels and tires, one for daily use, one for when we go do track stuff. Even though the exhaust has a leak, I want to fix that prior to doing anything else, and there's a reason why, but I would like to get an exhaust on it, intake, that'll be on the same line. Just some appearance stuff. Okay, this list will probably grow. This list may grow too, but let's go ahead and get started on the car. We're gonna start from the top of the list and work on the oil leak. Ready? Let's go. So to start with, one thing we need to do is fix this oil leak. So the Civic does have a pretty gnarly oil leak. It is pissing is the word I'll use. Let me go ahead and set this up here real quick. We are going to, I think I found the source of it, and I'll kind of show you what I do with my leak diags. What I did, I went through and super duper, God dang it, I gotta pop this again. Latch is sticky, so. But I went through and super duper sprayed it down. Really. Determination looks like it could be coming from the VTC solenoid gasket. So, you don't necessarily have to replace the solenoid, you need to replace the gasket. Luckily, I was able to find one at O'Reilly in stock, so I went ahead and bought it, and that's what we're gonna do first to try to resolve it. Now look, so your solenoid is right here. It's a little rusty boy right there. So, if you look at it from the initially, it doesn't look like that's wet, but if you look at the front of the engine, it is caked in oil. That has a gasket inside of it that you want to remove the solenoid, replace the gasket. When it's running, it is wet on the top edge, right down in here of it, and it looks like it's just running down there. So with that, it is pressurized. It does have pressure that goes into it to actuate the VTEC. So we're gonna remove that, replace the gasket, see if it works, because I don't wanna change the oil and just piss my brand new oil out. But we need to figure that out. Also, one thing that I did notice is driving it home, if you go above 4 grand, it hits limp mode, like a cut, which would tell me that if the pressure's bleeding out there, it may not actuate that solenoid at your VTEC above 4 grand. So then that would mean, in my head at least, that would be a reason why it would just bloop, 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 and not allow you above it, because it's not actuating VTEC. So let's go ahead. We got the gasket. Let's go ahead, run through, replace this real quick, and go from there. So currently it looks better. I don't see it pouring out the way it was before. Before, it was a river. Right there was a river, and it was just bleh. I could also see before it pulling up around the VTEC solenoid. So we're definitely nowhere near as bad as we were. Definitely not. Which, like I said, is a win. Small win, still a win. We take the wins. I have some things going on. Got to do some stuff with the family. We will pick back up on this in a second. Ready, set, back in a second. Last we left off, we were checking to see if the oil leak was resolved. Oil leak's resolved. $20 gasket. So that was issue number 1. We have a couple other issues we're going to address. First things first though, exhaust is loud. I suspect it's broken. I jacked the car up, and now we're gonna look. Big thing, I'm hoping it's not like up on the, like at the cat, which is like part of the manifold. I also hope it's not at a flange, because that might suck. So I just got it up in the air. I haven't looked under it yet. I have not looked at the pinch welds of the car, the floorboards, nothing. Probably dumb, however, my reasoning behind it, and I do have a reason, is because in my opinion, that stuff didn't really matter too much. It would be cool if it was in good shape, but it didn't matter too much to me because I just needed a gas saver, reliable, that we could track at some point. If it had rust holes, my explanation in my head is that's weight saving, so I wasn't too worried. Let's take a look real quick under the car. Because we need to figure out what we need to fix this. I picked up some pipe on the way home just in case. But we need to figure out what we need to fix it. That's it. We just need to figure out what we got to fix and hope for the best. The other part though is I'm excited to look under the car. Let's go ahead and head under the car. I'm not looking yet. Hopefully you guys can see. I don't see anything from here at least. Oh, there it is. I found the broken part. That's it. So that should be an easy fix, I hope. It looks like the only thing that's messed up. We have some parts for this, but in the meantime, we're gonna make do with what we got, and we wanna clean up what we have. But look at this thing. Holy crap. This is in great shape. Fantastic shape. I kinda had an inkling because when I did look under it, I did see the jacking point, and it was in good shape. It wasn't like hammered down or nothing. So I was like, oh, what if we get under here and it's in really good shape? And we got under here and it's in really good shape. Holy crap, look at that. Great shape. Frame up in that area, all in good shape. Fantastic. That's a win. That's a big plus for us. I love that. Okay, let's hope that my internet findings were fine and correct. Ah, about to fall. I'm about to fall, about to die. Let's hope the internet findings are fine and we got the right size pipe to fix this. Say hi to the wife. So what I got, I do have plans and I do have some stuff that I've been picking up for the car. But what I have for now is 1 7/8 pipe. This is inner diameter. I think from what I'm reading, that exhaust size should slide inside here. And then we're just gonna throw some clamps on it. Clampy boys. That side slides on way easier. Okay. Then I think I can probably smack it and get it down where I need it to be. So, let's hop in here and try to start it and see if this thing sounds like a bone stock factory 1999 Honda Civic HX Coupe. Brother, that's cool. It sounds a little louder, but like way better than it was. I should have showed you guys. It just sounded like a tractor. You all know what a Honda with an exhaust leak sounds like. The whole internet knows what that sounds like. All right, so our next step is we are going to do the oil change and AC compressor. That is on our list of things to do. So let's get that started and knocked out. Yeah, we gotta do I got a lot of sun today. I went to Slamology. It was kind of cool. I've never been to a meet like that, but it's like music and stuff. Not like 100% my cup of tea, but I can appreciate it. Some of the builds there are super cool, like the paint jobs on some of the lowriders and stuff. Sick stuff. Anyway, let's go ahead, hop on doing this thing. Let's get the oil change done and the AC compressor. Let's get to it. Here's the problem with the AC. That's not what your clutch should do. Clutch is shot. It's kind of a common thing on these D-Series ones. The clutches go bad. So I kind of suspected it. I didn't look, but I suspected it because the belt was cut. The other thing about that is I technically probably could have bought a clutch and replaced just the clutch, but I got an AC compressor off of Amazon for like $100. So I just replaced the whole thing, and I would hate to replace it and not be that, it'd be something else or whatever. So compressor's off. We're gonna go ahead and put the new one back on. All right, AC compressor is fixed. We are gonna wrap up this episode with the one thing left. I was gonna do the radio and stuff install, but I think I'm gonna save that for the next episode. That will be like where we start upgrading things. This was like just getting the car back to normal. So let's go ahead and update our board here real quick. So we have the oil leak is now done. We have the AC working. The exhaust leak is fixed. We did the oil change, speakers, radio, and then probably rust repair on the next one possibly. So let's go ahead and update our cost over here. So far I am gonna move the $70 up top for the title and everything. So far, this top part is securing the car, notary fee, and tax and title stuff. First thing we took care of was the oil leak. The oil leak ended up being the VTEC solenoid gaskets. That was a kit that you could buy. You could buy it off Amazon. Something happened with the order, whatever. I ended up going to O'Reilly. It was like 25 bucks from O'Reilly. Next thing I did was the exhaust. The exhaust was 2 $6 clamps and a $14 pipe, $12 pipe, $14 pipe. We'll do 13 because I'm not sure. So 6, 9, so $25 there. And then AC was a $100 compressor, 2 like $10 plus change, so like $22-ish cans of Freon with dye, or not with dye, with oil, because it needs oil in your system. So plus another 2 cans of regular Freon, which is like $11 or $12 each, so another $24. What else do we do today? Exhaust leak, AC, oil change. Oil change was about 30 bucks roughly. All right, so grand total where we're at currently is 1,575, 16, 22, 24, 100, so 150-ish, 75-ish, 30, so a little over $1,700 currently is where we're standing. The next parts are gonna be me cleaning the car. That's not gonna cost any money, and I'm not gonna show you because everybody's seeing a clean car. So, thank you for tuning in. I think this series is gonna be pretty fun, building the ultimate daily slash track car. That's what we're doing here with our 2000 Honda Civic HX. So, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to like the video, comment, subscribe, do all the other good stuff, and we will catch you next time. And stay tuned. The next episode, we're gonna do some stuff. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I said earlier that the reason I'm not doing anything, upgrading of anything at all yet, exhaust, whatever, I want to go autocrossing with this 100% stock. So we have an idea of what it's like. And just for myself too, for fun. I wanna know what it feels like, so I can experience the factory chassis roll and all that kind of stuff. We are gonna keep the factory D series in it for a while, at least this year, no matter what. We may do something, boost or something over the winter, I don't know yet. But there is an autocross event coming up. I want to take a 100% stock Civic with not good tire, like normal all-season tires, factory, everything. And we're gonna take that and autocross it. So that's why I haven't shown you, or that's why we're not doing anything with the performance or any kind of upgrades or modifications yet. So with that, stay tuned. Thank you guys for the support. I'm excited to get started with you guys on this project. This super clean, dude, the underside of this thing is so clean. They're like the pinch or the jack points are fresh. Like there's none, they haven't even been touched. Wild. This car's wild for being an Ohio car. If you're from Ohio, you know that it's wild. We will fix the little tiny bit of rust that's on that quarter panel, but other than that, thank you guys so much. I'm rambling now. Enjoy these shots afterwards of the car all cleaned up, ready to go, and you guys have a great day. I will catch you on the next one. Peace out, stay awesome, and we'll see you soon. Bye.